This is the World Report of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, April 2022. Coming up, 5 decades of representing African American saints. The Genesis Group turns 50. A donation from the church gives this women's basketball team new wheels, and honoring the legacy of the Mormon Battalion.
Do you want to testify? Hey! Do you want to testify? Hey! Do you want to testify?
A milestone celebration for the Genesis Group, established to serve and represent African American Latter-day Saints in Utah. The commemoration event was held at the Tabernacle on Temple Square with musical performances and speakers.
I hope you all ready for this lyrical storm. You might think it's hot, but we're just getting warm.
It was a surprise from the beginning, and its continuation has been a beautiful surprise.
In Dubai, the church joined the Guru Nanak Darbar Sikh Temple in celebrating its 10th anniversary. Together, these two organizations provided water flasks to 5,000 construction workers as a token of appreciation for their work in the region. Starting with a humanitarian aid project in 2015, this collaboration between the Sikhs and Latter-day Saints is seen by many as an example of peaceful coexistence in this part of the world.
As human beings, there's far more which connects us than what divides us.
Nearly $6 million was donated by an estimated 300,000 participants through the annual Christmas season Light the World Giving Machines initiative. Items selected through vending machines go to feed, clothe, and care for others around the world. In addition to the regional distribution of donations across the United States, a reception was held in New York City in early March, earmarking donations for the 5 global organizations who participated, including CARE, Church World Service, the United Nations Refugee Agency, UNICEF, and WaterAid. In Australia's heartland, Latter-day Saint Charities partnered with the Salvation Army to support the indigenous communities in Alice Springs. Latter-day Saint Charities donated 12 months of supplies, including more than 2,000 hygiene kits with food and clothing.
In partnership with Fundación Ciudad Humana and the Bolivian Ministry of Justice, the church donated specialized wheelchairs to the Bolivian women's wheelchair basketball team, who rolled into a major victory that qualified them for the renowned Copa Libertadores de America Games. The team had previously been competing with worn-out equipment. In service to their country, faith in their leaders and God, 175 years ago, the march and service of the Mormon Battalion was a gritty test of sacrifice by soldiers and their families. In January, Elder D. Todd Christofferson of the Quorum of the 12 Apostles attended an anniversary commemoration of the battalion in San Diego.
And if we will serve as they did, untiringly, looking out for the good of one another, this will be a different and better place.
Skill, safety, and accuracy, all put to the test 270 feet in the air. When we come back, we'll give you an inside look at the people and processes helping the Salt Lake Temple renovation reach new heights.
Touch, 2-1, touchdown.
He has the $1 million view and the confidence of a fighter pilot.
We're pretty confident as tower operators, but we can't let that go to our heads.
The tonnage of material he flies with his tower crane is only equaled by the weight he carries on his shoulders.
Anybody that can take the responsibility into their hands to operate a crane is a different breed.
Trainee Smith has operated cranes for more than 20 years.
They just said, hey, you have an aptitude for it.
He now works on the Salt Lake Temple renovation project, the apex of his career.
It's not just going up there and running crane. It's about the experience of running the crane on a project of this magnitude and its historical value.
Trainees' day starts around 6 a.m.
Do those time slots work for everybody?
in a coordination meeting with all the subcontractors on site to ensure their hauling needs are met.
Crane coordination is a critical element to make the project run smoothly. Every delivery that we bring has got to be scheduled, gets on the hook with the scheduled crane time.
Brad Bonney says cranes and their crews are the lifeblood of the Salt Lake Temple construction site.
We couldn't do it without cranes.
Crucial for a site that spans a single city block with limited access.
Any other conflicts that we need to resolve? Looks like we're pretty clean on the south tower crane.
After meeting with the subcontractors, trainees' crew updates their daily schedule. Then it's time to make the 20-minute climb to the top of the 270-foot tower crane. These solitary surroundings aren't for everyone. He won't climb down again until the job board is cleared for the day, which often surpasses 8 hours. He does everything at these lofty heights, from taking his lunch break to, well, everything else.
I think we just about got it ready to go down there.
These controls become extensions of trainees' own hands that operate with the precision of a skilled surgeon.
The machine is a part of your body, basically.
The payload, wind, and sway of the crane are constantly calculated to fly and land loads safely and accurately.
Every pick, every movement you make, you're constantly taking safety into consideration.
But crane operators like Trainee have a secret weapon that aids in their excellence and is a must when it comes to safety.
All right, Trainee, coming up easy.
Skilled riggers that know how to tie a load safely and efficiently.
Just gotta check everything real quick.
Riggers have a special bond forged in trust with the guy in the sky.
One, hands on. They're guys that we trust our lives with because we're under those hooks. So that kind of tells you what I think of operators. They're the best in their field.
A bond that goes both ways. On the ground, riggers are the eyes, ears, and voice of caution for the crane operator.
We go through a lot to make sure everything we put in the air is safe. We do a lot of inspections, our rope, our rigging. Every time we put a hook to a pick point, we check for fractures, cracks, make sure the areas are cleared, and we fly things overhead.
Communication is key.
All right, you're touching down on one side, inches for the other, and you are down.
Radio is a prominent communication, but if radio communication isn't available, you go to hand signals.
Whatever the job, there's a strap,
That's 3-inch.
chain, choker, or hook. A tool chest of solutions for any payload to ensure it flies safely and securely over a construction site teeming with workers.
Let's take 420s and see how the angle looks.
Riggers are laser focused as they prepare this platform for a flight over the construction site.
I'd like to do it before the wind picks up.
It needs to fly before the weather changes. The 10,000-pound platform heads to the top of the temple roof for installation.
You're coming up, bud. 3 more.
Besides the heavy lifting of scaffolding, temple stones, and steel, these cranes perform often unnoticed but critical job site tasks such as trash removal and maintenance. By the time the temple renovation project is complete, they will have moved more than an estimated 40 million pounds of material, equal to 2 times the weight of the Eiffel Tower.
The church has always been special to me, and I'm getting a little choked up right now. The opportunity to work on such a project, especially this temple, it's really, really special.
Like a conductor performing a symphony, Trainee, with the help of his crew, will be at the controls affecting virtually every job on site through his extended touch.
And it's an important piece of this project. So going home at night and knowing that and saying, yeah, this couldn't have proceeded without my hands, the work that I put into it. Yeah, that's rewarding.
This has been the World Report for The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, April 2022.
To watch the World Report online, visit newsroom.churchofjesuschrist.org.